Hello, kindergarten. It is Mrs. Shivani. How are you guys doing today? I hope that you all enjoyed Visitation Day on our countdown to summer. I know that Miss Diorio shared a bunch of really cool things about first grade. So if you haven't gotten a chance to watch her little YouTube video, she talks all about first grade and the amazing things that you guys are going to get to do next school year when you're in first grade. So be sure to watch that, all right? Today in skills, we are going to do our last read aloud, and it's about a yummy, yummy dessert. And then I'll show you some fun phonics puzzles that I have for you where you will get to practice a bunch of different skills. So just like we did on Wednesday, as we read this book, I want you to think about reading with expression. There's not as many exclamation points and question mark in this one, but I want us to, in this one as there was on Wednesday, lunch trade, but I want us to think about really reading with expression and reading fluently and not reading like robots. I think that reading should be lots of fun, and the more expressive we are when we read, the more the book comes alive and it's exciting. So I always try to stress with my kiddos to read with expression, and you'll be able to do that so much more in first grade too. So let's check out what happens when Scott bakes a cake, and then I will show you those funny phonics puzzles I have for you. Okay, here we go. So remember, we're looking out for periods, just a stop sign, exclamation points that are exciting, and a question mark. Okay, here we go. Scott's mom bakes cakes with Meg. Scott, she says, you can help us with the cake if you like. Scott shrugs. Well, he says, if you can use my help, I will help. Doesn't sound too excited. It will be fun, says his mom. You can crack the eggs. So far I've just seen periods, right? So I haven't read things too excited or like a but I've tried to listen for the words like shrugs. That tells me he's not super excited. So I tried to read that sentence like that, like he was not too excited. All right, let's keep reading. Scott cracks 3 eggs and drops them in the dish. Scott asks if he can mix up the eggs. Then he asks if he can add in the cake mix. I think he might be having fun. He looks like he is actually enjoying himself. Well, his mom says, if you add the cake mix, then Meg gets to frost the cake. Okay, that's fair. So he's going to add the mix, and she's going to get to frost the cake when it's all dry, or all baked. Oops. Let me go back here. One of my videos finished uploading, and then my other video went away. Okay, there it is. Sorry about that. That was silly. My other book ran away. Okay, we're back though. So where we leave off. Scott was mixing the cake, right? Okay, thanks for being patient. Can I help Meg frost it? Question mark. Can I help Meg frost it? Scott asks. Mom and Meg smile. Meg says, see, Scott? It's fun to bake a cake! Exclamation point. Oh, cool. That reminds me of times that I used to help my nanny bake different kinds of Italian cookies, and it's so much fun to do that. Do you guys like to bake with your parents? Or maybe your brother or sister, or maybe an aunt or uncle or grandpa or grandma? I know baking is a lot of fun. I like baking more than I like cooking. All right, now I'm going to go onto Google Classroom and share with you the fun phonics games I have for you. These ones are a little different than anything we've done in the past with our Google Slides games. So let me show you. I'm going to go right here to Phonics Puzzles. I'm going to go down here and click on these puzzles. Now there's a bunch of them. So if you only want to do like 5 today or even 3 today and then the rest on Monday or over the weekend, that's fine. Take your time on this. It might be fun to pull this up on a Saturday or a Sunday and finish reading it because there's a lot. But if you have a lot of stamina and you're ready and you want to finish them all, go for it. Okay, so there's a couple different puzzles. So let me explain this first one. It says, I can segment and spell CVC words. A CVC word is a consonant, vowel, consonant. Those words are typically the easiest ones for kindergartners to read, and the ones that they can be the most fluent in because they follow the normal vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant pattern. So you're going to look at the picture over here, and I like to go in a row so I don't forget anything. So I'm going to go in a row and then go back down to the next row and then go back down to the next row. That's what I'm going to do. But if you want to go column, 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 that's fine too. Whatever way you can stay most organized. So I'm going to look at this. Log, log. Okay, I'm going to take this and drag it to the log. Then I'm going to read box, box. I'm going to take it and drag it to the box. Then I'm going to read app, map, and drag it to the map. And keep on going until your puzzle is finished. Got it? All right, so you'll have to see what it is at the end. Some of you might be able to kind of guess based on some of those photos, huh? Okay, so this one is the same. You can identify the sounds sh, w, f, and ch. So you're going to read these, but now they're going to have some digraphs in them. So it's a little harder, but it's the same exact thing. So this one, p, a, f, digraph, f, th says f. So I'm going to look for the path. There it is, and drag it. Keep on going, okay? Now, some of you who are really fluent readers, this is going to be super quick and you'll probably want to do more. For those of you who this might be a little harder for, you might want to just stop at 1 or 2 puzzles, like completing 1 or 2, and that's fine. I always like to give you more work in case you want to do more work, but I never want you to feel like you have to. All right? Okay, here's the next one. Segment and spell words with blends. So we have plum. You would do the same thing. Drag it, read it, drag it. So blends are just when 2 consonants are together, like PL, pull. It makes that pull sound. SP, sps, sps, right? Kind of like that. So that's what a blend means. Okay, now for this one, it's a little different. We're going to look at the missing letter and drag it over. So I might do this one reversed. I think what I would do is look at the picture first and see g. Okay, I'm missing a G. Then I'm going to look to this side and do the G over here. Does that make sense? Wagon. I'm missing the N. So I'm going to bring that over here. Got it? That's what I would do. Okay, let me show you the last one. Last one is some sight words, and I think this one is the most challenging one. So you're going to look at these sight words, and then over here, there are some sight words that are scrambled up. So we have to match up the scrambled up sight word with the sight word that's spelled correctly. So if I look at this one, this is, some sight words, remember, you can sound out. Some you can't. This one I can. With. So I'm going to look. Where do I see a W, an I, a T, and an H? Okay, there's a D there, so it can't be that one. There's 2 E's there. There's no E in this word. W, H, T, I. That must be it. There we go. So that's how I would do that one. This one's a little tricky, so I'd be super impressed if you guys could finish this one. That is how you complete these fun puzzles. Again, if you want to just stop at 1, if you want to just stop at 2, that's fine. But if you have stamina and if you're a really fluent reader, then I imagine you'll want to keep going and finish this whole thing. But that's up to you and whatever your parents tell you to do, okay? Don't feel like you have to do them all, but I do want to see you do at least 1. Okay? All right, kiddos, I love you guys. I will see you next week for our graduation ceremonies. We have KA on Tuesday, KB on Wednesday, KC on Thursday. So it is going to be such a fun week celebrating you guys, although it will be sad for us teachers to say goodbye. Not yet, though. 1 more week with you guys. All right, love you. See you guys later.